Good morning, YouTube friends and family. Welcome to Winston, day 7, Sourdough Starter Series. So first I want to start off by saying thank you to all of you who are commenting on how your sourdough is doing or what you're naming it. I really appreciate that. So we've been at this a week, guys. My new routine is to be ready and downstairs to do things at 5:30 in the morning because I just have a lot to do, y'all. Or that's my excuse. So you ready to see Winston? Y'all, he's about to outgrow his jar. So this is a 1-liter jar. So if you are making the rye sourdough, and y'all, I'm sorry to lean, my back's hurting today, and I'll explain that. You may want to switch to a 1/2-gallon jar. I still have enough. I think he'll be okay. And I'll just put him on a saucer. But, wow. Okay, so smell. Let's talk about smell a little bit. Ooh, that's a little dry on the top. I'm going to take out some of the dry pieces. And you don't have to do that. But we have a gracious plenty of starter. And I've got a couple dry spots on the top. I'm just going to pick them out. We'll throw those away. So how do I describe this smell? It's not exactly a boozy smell. It is a yeasty fermented smell. It smells delicious to me. As we go along, you may get some boozy, I don't know what else to call it, alcohol smell. That's normal. Nothing to worry about. And the pieces I picked off didn't have any mold or anything on them. They're just hard. So here's what Winston looks like. Still very thick, but maybe a little looser than it has been. And as you go along, I find that it does get looser. So, clean jar. Get y'all positioned here. Zero out my scale and get my directions. So today we're going to increase the feed again. So we're going to start with 200 grams of our starter. So yesterday we used 150. Today we're using 200. Get off there. I'm trying not to scrape it on the sides because, oh, y'all, it's so hard to clean up. And that's about, I think it's going to be about 3 blobs. So it's 152. Oops, that slipped. $178. My hands are clean. 194. $200 on the nose. So what do we have left? We have a lot left because we increased our feed yesterday. So we have this much left. Lots of sourdough goodness to use as pour off. Now yesterday, y'all, I made waffles and I wasn't really clear on how I did the pancakes. So let me go back to that if you're using pour off, because I didn't want pancakes for the universe, and I never feed my girls prepared food. I usually only feed them, I feed them organic feed. They do get mealworms as their treat at bedtime. And then I will feed them any type of like vegetable or fruit scrap that they will eat. But I gave them for a treat, because it's been so cold, like 3 little pancakes. Let me tell you, they gave it 2 legs up or 2 wings up. They really loved them because they're not used to getting food like that. But what I did is I did equal parts of pancake mix to water. So I did a cup of each and 1/2 cup of starter. Threw a little vanilla in there. Really, really good. For the waffle mix, I like my waffle mix thinner, so I added more water than pancake mix. And y'all, I still have to make that video for y'all. But yeah, it was so good as a waffle. I still don't get a lot of sourdough taste yet. Now today might make it a little bit different, just saying. All right, so let's stop talking, Kim. And let's get 200 grams of water. That's 200 on the nose. Wow, I better buy a lottery ticket. Just to give you an idea, guys, we're almost to a cup of water. Let me pop this in the microwave. I was really excited today. Y'all, I feel like I'm always filming something. I'm working on a garden planting video for y'all. And today I was going to spend some lengthy time outside with the girls in the garden, you know, just letting them free range and run around. And it's gonna rain because it was supposed to be 52. Well, then I looked at the forecast and I saw today's Tuesday. On Thursday, it's gonna be 60. Wow. Wow. And I was so excited about that. But there's 90% chance of rain. So I may have to omit one little portion of the video I was going to do, but I'm still going to bring you a garden planting video. In preparation for garden planting, what I've been doing and why I'm not going to let you see much of my house because it's a wreck right now, I've been cleaning out all of my pantries, all of my food supply, inventorying everything. I checked every single home can jar, which is no small feat. And that helps me plan ahead. Okay, let me grab the water. All right. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, I'm really stiff in the morning, so when you hear me moan and groan, just pass it by. I loosen up as the day goes on. All right. Final, we're going to do 200 grams of flour. I didn't stir that. I meant to. 5:30's early, y'all. But I have to tell you, a lot of times the reason I'm up so early and doing things so early is because sometimes I have to kind of drop everything from my mom, and I'm totally fine with that. I want to be prepared. Wow. Winston, are you going to overflow? Because I'm afraid you're going to. Oops. So here's what I've got, and I'm going to stir and talk. So based on how the starter's doing today, I'm still thinking I'm going to go the full 10 days before I make products out of it that I want to rise, like a pizza crust or bread or anything like that. I just want the full ferment. Flour coming up. And y'all, I worked so hard yesterday. I got bursitis in my left elbow, and y'all know I'm a lefty-righty. I do both, and yeah, it hurts. But that's okay. It'll work itself out. It always does. If y'all have a suggestion for how to make this thing easier to stir, give me a holler in the comments. I mean, I'm using a big spatula. Okay, that looks good. Okay, let's get all this excess off and push it down. And then I'll give you a final look at what it looks like after it's been fed. Okay, you get down there. Yep. Y'all cuddle up and eat that flour I gave you. Where's my, okay, here it is. Let me wipe the rim here a little bit. All right. Well, I've got a little air pocket, but that's fine. So here's what it looks like. You can still see this is fermentation down in there. So I'm going to change my 6 to a 7. And, well, we'll just cross out the 6 and put 7. How about that? That'll work, right? And Winston, you're ready for night-night. Oh, my goodness. And, yeah, I do talk to my starters. I talk to my animals. I talk to my plants. I'm so weird. Let's talk a minute, in case you're doing this, about Miss Lori's AP flower. Y'all, I am so impressed with this. Too much bread I'm going to have. So, can you see the bubbly? Now, I am getting water separation every single day. Let me stir it in and show you. And it is super, super loose. It's nothing like the rye flower starter. And let me tell you what it smells like. Honestly, it doesn't have a huge fermented scent. So I'm going to also show you, look how high it rises during the day and then drops. So it's definitely active. It's definitely fermented, but it's a totally different animal, in my opinion, than the rye starter, but I bet it'll make a delicious bread. Now, if you're doing Miss Lori's method, it's ready to be used. I'm actually going to feed it a little bit, and then I'm going to put mine in the refrigerator. And the reason I'm going to do that is I want to do a video of a side-by-side using AP Flower Starter, Miss Lori over at Whippoorwill Hollers method, versus the rye flour sourdough starter. Not to be a criticism of Miss Lori at all, just to talk about how the two processes differ. So I hope that clears it up. So I need to go get busy. I have so much to do. But I hope you're enjoying the additional videos. If you're not aware, I am still keeping my Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday scheduled videos in addition to the sourdough series. So take a look. Today's video, which, well, okay, it'll be past that. Yesterday's video, I guess I'll say, I did a canning project. So you might be interested in that if you have too many beans on hand. All right, guys, I'm going to get busy here. I hope, where's my coffee? Got me a cup of coffee to do this with, and I haven't drank it. I'm going to get busy, get my day going, act like somebody. And if y'all don't know, that's an Andy Griffith saying. And I will see you in the morning. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop them below. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Share this video if you know anyone who is interested in making sourdough bread starter. I put it in a playlist, so you can also share the playlist by going to my channel, scrolling down to the playlist, and then it's called Sourdough Series. All right, y'all. Till I see you in the morning, you know what to do. Be healthy, be well, be blessed, take care.